Hello and welcome to June in my downtown garden. A lot has happened in the last month or so. Everything is alive and flowers are everywhere. So in this video, we'll take a quick tour of this garden right here. And I'll also show you what's been going on here at my community garden plot, which I don't pay anything for. But before we do that, let's take a look at what's going on at home. So I think we'll start on this side of the garden where I've got the new bed. We'll talk more about that pretty soon, but we built that just a few weekends ago. I do have my lettuce in these little shallow planters. Now they don't have really long roots, so I'm thinking that this should be a good way to grow my lettuce this year. I've got some butter crunch, red sails, and romaine. Love getting the lettuce from these, so hopefully very soon getting that lettuce. I used to have an old bed here that was here when we moved in. Well, it broke down this year, so kind of built this raised bed because I can reach over from the deck to here, and in here this was kind of just put whatever I had left in here. So yeah, there's some Brussels sprouts, a broccoli, all my celeriacs in here, and some beans as well. Also on this side we got the potatoes, and they're looking pretty good. These are all Yukon Gold, and most of them are now full, and lots of leaves, lots of foliage, so I'm hoping lots of potatoes this year. And that kale's looking pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, this is the Lacianado dinosaur Cavolo Nero. It has a whole bunch of names, but I've got 6 of them. Hoping to maybe start eating that soon. Love the way it looks, nice and bumpy, and have some of this at the community plot as well, so we'll probably look at it there. In here, this is a purple pepper, so I put the purple basil in there just kind of to contrast the green until those peppers come in. I have a Matapino, that's a variegated jalapeno. It lived most of its life inside, and as you can see, very white. So it's struggling a little bit, but it's got some fruit on it. I'm just letting that be, letting it live. More broccoli here. All these broccolis, they are De Chico broccolis because I've heard they're pretty good for containers. We'll see. And then over here, I've just got some Telegraph cucumbers, just growing up this trellis, hopefully, and maybe a good year for cucumbers. I've never really had success. So this is the year. And this is our front bed. In the front bed, we mainly just do flowers, although we are going to be doing some corn. There are some peas here, which already getting some peas. When this finishes, we'll probably put Swiss chard here, just because it looks nice. And I think it will be nice when the corn that's going to be in these the steel beds here, when that corn comes up with a Swiss chard at the front, I think that's going to look really nice. There will be some sunflowers at the back here. Do have some asparagus in there as well. In here, you can see the start of a corn. I'm hoping that's going to give some privacy to the windows here as well. But there's going to be corn on each side. Just put these in. There's an onion in there as well because I forgot about that. And my 3 fabric planters on this side of the garden are full. We've got all our onions and 1 garlic and leeks here, peppers, and then tomatoes. And also there at the end, I do have some beans growing. They've just gone in, they've just kind of germinated. So hopefully by next month, you'll see a lot of growth on those. Well, I got to say, these are all looking good. So the 6 on this side, these are all from seed, all San Marzanos, just because I love them, and that's pretty much all we need, just sourcing tomatoes, and these are looking very nice, very strong. Here, this is a Buffalo Sun, first time trying that, and probably a Cherokee Purple here, I believe, and of course down here got all my basil and flowers just kind of planted with these, just to invite pollinators, and also for the basil just because it tastes nice with tomatoes. Simple as that, and apparently fights off bugs as well. So this spring we had some wild weather. We had days where it was -10, then the next day +40. So I didn't get to harden off as many peppers as I wanted, and there are some surefire signs that, I should have hardened these off a little better. But these will come back. These will come back. Here is another purple pepper. This is another purple pepper as well. 2 shishitos, 2 poblanos, which are looking really strong, actually. And then 2 other peppers. I think they're Jimmy Nardellos. I think. I always forget to label stuff, so label stuff better than I do. And here we are at Pepper Alley. This is an Anaheim that I found at the nursery, and it looks pretty variegated, so we'll see how that goes. I'll probably be saving seeds from that. Here is a red habanero. Here is something that I didn't label, and now I'm not sure. Here is, again, something I didn't label and I'm not sure of, so we'll find out. This is a jalapeno that's just gone in, and now we're on to more of the store-bought ones. This is another jalapeno, and then another Jimmy Nardello. And that's it for pepper aisle, although there is more. There's one that I haven't labeled. I have no idea what's there. We'll find out soon, but it looks good. And this is a store-bought one, so I have labeled it because they did. It's a Mad Hatter, an interesting one there. Well, this year I had a complete failure with garlic. This is the only garlic that came up out of maybe 40 garlics, but still, at least I've got a garlic. Instead, I've put leeks and onions all in place of where the garlics were, and an extra pepper because, you know, I had space. But all the onions looking pretty good, and then shallots there, which are multiplying pretty well. That's a good thing about shallots. You plant one and then you get multiple. There's more peppers as well. This is one that I haven't labeled. Okay, that's a pepper. We're gonna have a pepper. Onions, I'm gonna trial them in these little bags this year just to see how they go. They are looking pretty good. I've put plenty in there, so I'll have some of different sizes. And my one super hot this year, a Reaper. I had to do a Reaper, and it is showing signs of, you know, not being hardened off well enough, but that is looking pretty nice. And you've got that growth between the leaf nodes, so I know that one's pretty healthy. Love these marigolds. I've got these are the strawberry blonde ones. So as you can see on this one, when they bloom in different temperatures, they get a different color. I got these from West Coast Seeds, and I love the way they look. And I've planted them with my two sun golds, which I am going to string up a bit better. But these are my favorite cherry tomatoes. And look, we're getting some already in June. Beautiful. Over on the fence line, this fence line with this neighbor, I have some zucchinis going. These are the Romanesco zucchinis. We discovered those last year, saved the seeds because we love them. This bed, like home, is a bit of a mishmash. Here I'm just kind of putting stuff in and just seeing how it grows, how it looks. And this bed is doing pretty well. I've got to say that. My zucchini here is way ahead of anything I have at home. The broccoli, the tomatoes, the peppers, all about the same. The peas behind, and my onions looking pretty good. Although I do believe that there is one going to seed right there. You can see the little here. I think that's it going to seed, which means I'll let it go to seed. I don't mind. I'll get some onion seed. I'm of the belief that no garden bed is complete without nasturtium. These are the Alaska variegated mix. And then I just have some normal ones over there. There are nasturtiums everywhere in here. Chamomile, just because I love how the flowers look. A big pile of calendula here. No flowers yet, but we're looking pretty close. I was going to thin this down, but then I just figured I'd let it go. Now, I will say this zucchini has taken over a few things. There's a celery root down there, some celeriac, which may just get shaded out, which is fine. And there's also a melon down there, which I think is done for. Now down here, you can see carrots. I have some orange carrots and some purple carrots down here, along with some more celeriac and more nasturtium there. And there, I did plant a lot of nasturtium. Now, someone did come in this bed before I did, and they put some lettuce down. So plenty of lettuce coming up. And that looks like nettle. But that is licorice mint, I believe. I was told that that wouldn't spread, but it's spreading. It's spreading. I was being really cheap with this bed as I got it for free, so I didn't really want to spend all that much money on a bean trellis. I kind of wish I did. The twine and bamboo and sticks that I found here are doing an okay job, but whatever. There are some nice beans in here. There's an Italian heirloom variety, I believe. And then down here I have some red noodle beans. Can't remember the exact name of them, but they're yard-long beans. That's how my garden beds are looking. I'm really proud of this one. Also, really proud of what's going on at home. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like it, subscribe, and comment what you want to see more of on this channel. And then hopefully I'll get back to making videos a lot more regularly than I have been. But look at this. I'll give you an update on this probably next month in July. We'll do a whole another tour of my home garden and this one. I'm really excited to see how this is going to look in a month.